Good afternoon, welcome to South Garda Karting, the first of our trophy races here this afternoon, here in the sunshine of one of the finest racetracks on the planet. This is the 15th edition of the Rock Cup International Final here at South Garda Karting. Anders Gajcek from Denmark on pole position alongside Marcel Prochka. This is the Senior Rock OMP Trophy over 15 laps. We are ready for a start. We go round one more time. Gajcek, 227. The Dane, Marcel Prochka. Second row of the grid, Luca Bertonelli. And from the Rock Cup Indonesia Series, Christian Silvano. That's him in 268. Marco Di Leo out of grid number 5 alongside Alex Machado. From Andorra, Felix Scholz on grid number 7 alongside Andrea Aliberti. Francesco Sartori alongside Dario Cangelosi. First of our Americans here this afternoon. There's a big contingent from the Rock Cup USA Series. Francesco Sartori from Italy, 263, is alongside Dario in 208. A full field, 34 drivers. The Senior Rock OMP Trophy for the first time this afternoon. We are indeed ready to rock. You are watching us live also all around the world on rockcup.com, also the official Facebook page of Rock Cup, as we get ready to go. The first of our 8 races, the first of our 3 trophy finals. Gajcek in 227 leads them up to the line, and the Dane gets a great start. Will lead them down into turn 1 and 2 here at this famous, this legendary World Circuit, South Garda Karting. They come down the back straight for the first time. Gajcek, Prochka, the German in 257 in second place, but already a great lead from Gajcek. Leads them down the hill. A tremendous lead. In fact, it is a clean start. You watch the Dane. Anders Gajcek in 227 from the Rock Cup Denmark Series. Leads the first of our 3 trophy races, the first of our 8 finals here this afternoon, the 15th edition of the Rock Cup International Final here at South Garda Karting. They come across the line for the first time. Let's check the order. Gajcek, Prochka, Marco Di Leo. The Canadians made a great start. Machado is into 4th. How about great start? Dario Cangelosi, the American, up into P5 from the 5th row of the grid. Closing in on the Andorran driver. Then it's another North American. That's the Canadian, Marco Di Leo in P3. An enormous lead by Gajcek already. We go back to second place. Prochka, the German pilot. Cangelosi, Bertonelli, Scholz, Aliberti, Phil Hill. 3 Germans now inside the top 10. And Christian Silvano from Jakarta in Indonesia. The Rock Cup Indonesia Series rounds out the 10. They round off 2 laps, a 1-second lead from the Dane back to the German. Gajcek, Prochka. He comes down the hill into the hairpin, the 227 kart. Has a brief look behind him. Anders 1.09 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. They're starting to bunch up behind. Prochka coming under pressure from Di Leo, the Canadian driver. Machado, Cangelosi, Bertonelli. Down the inside, that was a nice move by Cangelosi going through on the driver from Andorra. Alex Machado in the 283 kart. They're too wide as they come across the line. Temperature now well and truly into the Bridgestone tyres. This is the order. Gajcek, Prochka, Di Leo, Cangelosi. So the North Americans run 3 and 4. And it's Machado, Bertonelli, Schultz, Aliberti, Hill, still Silvano rounds out the 10. In fact, the Indonesians, Keenan Santoso in P11. So Silvano and Santoso from Jakarta in Indonesia, where they race the Rock Cup Indonesia Circuit Series at the magnificent Sentul International Circuit. The field raced down the hill, move on for second place. It looked like also Marco De Leo now moves up into second spot. Nice move. They're bunched up down the inside. Also goes Machado. We'll check the order. It's an enormous lead, 1.6 seconds from Gajcik. There he is on screen to De Leo, Cangelosi, Machado, Prochka. The German was in P2. As it stands, he's not even on the podium. The end of lap number 4, the Senior Rock OMP Trophy here in the sunshine of South Garda karting. The first of our 3 trophy races, the first of our 8 finals here this afternoon. The leader, Gajcik, flashes through. Marco De Leo slides that cart under brakes into the turn 5-6 chicane. Part of the circuit that was rebuilt, reformed, restored to its former glory, its former layout, just over 2 years ago in time for the 2016 edition of the Rock Cup. Battle on for second and third. The final steps off the podium. Down the inside, Cangelosi takes his fellow North American. The Canadian was in second. He's now back to fourth in that one move. 1/3 race distance. Gajcik, Andrzej Gajcik, disappearing up the road. He's barely in the same TV shot. Up into second place now, Dario Cangelosi. Remember, he started out of grid number 10. Did Dario? He's now running in second place, well and truly on the podium. The fight on for the final step. Now joining in the battle, Aliberti, also Bertonelli. The 2 Italian drivers. Gajcik goes through. There is the Dane with a tremendous lead already. Down the hill, this has been a faultless drive, started from pole position. A couple of penalties have already been given out though for jump starts for drivers out of contention at the moment. I can tell you Riccardo Florindo, the Italian, he is one of them who has copped a 10-second penalty. Riccardo running down in position number 16, effectively puts him out of the race. He is still circulating. This is half race distance. Andrzej Gajcik is walking away with this, the Senior Rock OMP Trophy. The first of our 8 races today, the first of our 3 trophy finals. The Dane lifts the inside rear as he comes up and down the hill, past the old part of the pits. There's the old turn 5 chicane that's been restored. That's a part of the original circuit, being restored back to its former glory. The rest of the field goes through. Cangelosi, the driver from Andorra. Alex Machado up into third. Bertonelli now fourth, 1 step off the podium. Prochka, the German driver, back in 5. Marco De Leo, the Canadian, was in second, now back in 6th. And coming under pressure from Aliberti, Silvano, the Indonesian, now up into P8 as Gajcik reels off another one. Down into the hairpin, the gap is 2.1 seconds. The Italian Bertonelli has just done the fastest lap of the race though. Luca has just recorded a 49.109. He's a 1/10 of a second faster than the leader, but as it stands on the road, he's some 4 seconds or around about 100 metres behind the Dane. And he's got 2 drivers, an American and one from Andorra, in front of him if he is to get past. The OMP Senior Rock Trophy here in the sunshine of South Garda karting. There goes the leader. Second place, Cangelosi, Machado, Bertonelli. De Leo gets one back. The Canadian now back into P5. Angelo Dorado, the other Italian who copped a 10-second penalty for the race start, effectively ending his chances here this afternoon. We go back to the fight for the bottom step of the podium. Cangialosi under pressure. They go side by side. Machado, the driver from Andorra, will get a run. Here they come up the straight. It's a drag race as they kiss 120 k's an hour down through the kink here at South Garda Karting. This legendary corner that has seen so many famous drivers go wheel to wheel over the years. And another chapter of history is about to be written this afternoon. Cangialosi up over the ripple strip, and that cost him. You saw it live right here on rockcup.com. He had all four wheels in the air off the bitumen, slides it down the inside. Spectacular racing. The podium is on the line here this afternoon. The Rock Cup OMP Trophy, the winner, the leader I should say. You would think he will be the winner. Ondas Gajcek walking away with this one, 2.6 seconds ahead of this battle. Luca Bertonelli in fourth place, may have picked up another spot that may have just dragged the Italian up onto the podium. Indeed it has. He gets past Cangialosi. The lap's running out now, 3.5 now remain for the leader, Ondas Gajcek from Denmark. Back into second place, the driver from Andorra, Alex Machado. Luca Bertonelli up onto the podium. Looks behind him. Dario Cangialosi from 10th was briefly into second. The American back in fourth needs to do something spectacular. There he goes through the chicane to drag the American flag up onto the podium. Dario Cangialosi from Group 10 sits in fourth, trying to hunt down the Italian, Luca Bertonelli, who set the fastest lap of the race not only a few tours ago, but again, just now as they come across the line. There's Ondas Gajcek on screen with a lead of now 3 seconds. Another fastest lap for Luca Bertonelli, catching Alex Machado. They come up over the hill. Ondas Gajcek behind him. The battle rages on for second place. Alex Machado, Luca Bertonelli, they've dropped off the American Dario Cangialosi. Unless he can do something spectacular in the remaining 3 laps, he will miss out on the podium by 1 position. This is the battle on screen now. Cangialosi, Bertonelli. The rest of the field come through. DeLeo, the Canadian, back into 5th ahead of Proska. How about Matteo Calla, the Italian, into 7th. Aliberti, Christian Silvano, and Keenan Santoso, the Indonesians, running 9 and 10. Ahead of 3 German drivers, Schultz, Hill, Konstantin Kapitanidis, also another German in P13 ahead of Veldes, Campos de Silva. Zayons the pole, ahead of Ferran Dali. So we've got 3 Indonesians now in the top 15, but the driver from Denmark with 3.3 seconds over this battle on screen now for second place. Cangialosi now 1.2 seconds back. Unless the two come together, the American will not find himself on the podium, but indeed Alex Machado has started to pull away a little bit that time from Bertonelli. Not such a good lap from the Italian. He is going to get the benefit of the slipstream down the straight. This is the final lap. Ondas Gajcek from Denmark on his way to victory here this afternoon. He looks behind him. There's Machado. Bertonelli, the Italian, in 2:04. It's much easier to hunt than it is to lead. The checkered flag, meanwhile, is being readied for Ondas Gajcek from Denmark. He rounds the final few corners. And for the first time this afternoon, the checkered flag comes out for the driver from Denmark, Ondas Gajcek. And Luca Bertonelli down the inside on the final tour. Can't make the move stick. Machado from Andorra is second. Bertonelli, the Italian, comes home P3. Cangialosi and Marco DeLeo, the North Americans from USA and Canada, respectively, 4 and 5. But Ondas Gajcek dominates our opening race of the afternoon, the Senior Rock OMP Trophy, to win it by 3.8 seconds. Alex Machado in P2. And Luca Bertonelli, the Italian, fastest lap after fastest lap. And he gets himself up onto the podium. Anders Gajcek from Denmark takes out the OMP trophy. There is the scene in Parc Ferme. Karts making their way back in. We only had the 3 non-finishers. Florindo Duarado, who actually copped a penalty. Sartori also not making it home. 31 finishers get the checkered flag. These are the karts back in Parc Ferme. Anders Gajcek from Denmark, winner of the OMP Senior Rock Trophy here this afternoon at South Garter Karting. Alex Machado, the 283 kart on screen. A superb drive for the pilot from Andorra. There is the race winner, Anders Gajcek. Absolutely delighted with that one, as well he should be. He dominated the race by 3.8 seconds and takes home the first trophy of the afternoon, the OMP trophy for Senior Rock. Anders Gajcek wins it from Alex Machado from Andorra, Luca Bertonelli, Dario Cangelosi, Marco De Leo, Marcel Proschka, the German, comes home in P6 ahead of Matteo Calla, Aliberti, and how about the Indonesians from the Rock Cup Indonesia Series, racing at the Sentul International Circuit in Jakarta. They round out the 10, finishing 9th and 10th respectively. Anders Gajcek, the winner of the Senior Rock OMP Trophy, our first final of the afternoon.